Can I get this thing to work correctly or not? Ooh, I'm gonna crash the car trying to drive and talk and be live. Lively! I have to figure this fucker out here. Hold on a second. So you guys are gonna be in here for a little bit. Hold on. I got a car behind me and they're looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. I am fucking crazy, right? That's what she said. Okay, there we go. Alright, I think it's actually... Alright, so she's crazy. Hello. Alright, so I'm doing a live talk. Ag Talking Raw. Welcome to Ag Talk, where I talk raw about agriculture and other things that are on my mind. So I've pretty much decided that I'm going to be purchasing a new corn planter for this season. I'm not going to spend a lot of money, but I'm going to... Hey, Farm All Fanatic, there you are. How you do? You're Mr. Fantastic Fanatic. Anyway, yeah, thanks for stopping by there and giving me your entrance fee. You must have a really good job because you give $5 to everybody. I've been on live streams you've done that other people do, and you get $5. Give $5 everywhere. Now, Gary, Indiana. Pandy for governor? Yeah, right. Yeah, I'd be assassinated. I'd be like terrible. I'd be terrible. So anyways, what I'm talking about here is a new corn planter. Now I need a 6-row corn planter. I don't want anything bigger than that, just because I don't want anything bigger than that. I want a no-till capable John Deere 7000 corn planter. I don't even need the 7200. The 7200 would be a better model corn planter, but I'm not planting no-till. I just want a no-till capable John Deere 7000. Honestly, I really only need the toolbar, and I will, add the row units to it so that I have, the full 6 rows. You have a 7200? I didn't know you had a 7200, but yours is a 4-row. My neighbor down the road, he's got a 4-row 7200. And the row units on that are way better. The meters are the same. They're identical. They don't change those. But the closing wheels and the heft of the row unit is there. Ag Talking Raw. Retired Army and Ag Talking Raw. You getting your tax money back? Oh, I don't know. So anyway, what I'm going to do is there's a place out here in Hamburg, and they've got a couple of them. Liquid tanks, 6-row liquid. And is it really? Is that a 7200? I have to go look at that. Now that well, no shit, Harold. that's like the whole ball of wax right there. So anyway, that's what I'm looking for. I didn't realize that's on the 8th. I have to go look at that. I might buy that. Well, it depends. It depends on the condition of the corn planter. 7200, they can get pretty pricey. I've seen them 6-row go for somewhere around 18,000 yet if it was well maintained. I don't need a well maintained one. I don't care if the paint has fell off of it, because paint doesn't make a corn planter plant. It's everything that's on the inside. So if I can get a toolbar, literally a toolbar with decent, the main part of it that is decent, I can rebuild everything on it. The openers, the fertilizer openers, there's Dirk, I guess. All that. Pictures of Walgamuth Auction LLC. I have to look at that. So anyway, I can rebuild it completely for a couple $3,000. So Stitzel's out in Hamburg, they've got 2. And one they want like $2,200 for, and the other one they want $19,000. And I was thinking that if I could, damn this thing, I got this. You guys are propped up on my hat. I was thinking that if I could get them down to say $1,500 or even $1,900 for the better one, and just go buy the damn thing. Getting ready to text you to see if you were around. SP, I'm coming back from Flemington. I was just into the bank, so now I'm on my way back. But anyways, it would make a really good video series on how to overhaul a corn planter. Now, a lot of guys, and I mean a lot of guys, I think you're right. I think it is a metric one. I hate metric. Hate freaking metric. But anyway, that's not good. Be careful if you come up Route 12. There's a piece of concrete that is dislodged in the middle of the road and is sticking up about 10 feet or 10 inches. You're at the inspection station, Timmy, just be careful with that. Coming back down 12, there's a piece of concrete at Croton, that one bridge that says bump on it because these assholes can't fix a road. There's concrete sticking up about 10 inches in the middle of the road. So anyway, with that being said, I can rebuild that corn planter for under $3,000. The most expensive part would be the precision meters. See, so I'm not blowing smoke up people's ass. Metric is fine. Metric is not as simple as you would like to think it is. You can have a 10 millimeter bolt with 3 different thread sizes, right? 3 different thread sizes. There's nothing standard about metric. It's a pain in my ass. So you can go say, hey, I need a 10 millimeter coarse. All right, that'll give you one, or a 10 millimeter fine, that'll give you the other. But what do you say when you want the odd one, the one that's in the middle? I need a 10 millimeter, but it's not a coarse and it's not a fine, but I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's standard or not. You know, it's such a cocksucker. It sucks. No, Imperial or US or standard, you have coarse and fine thread. There's no third option. There's no third option. And if you don't Loctite metric, it loosens up. It loosens the hell up. So you gotta Loctite it. And then it may loosen up anyway. It's dumb. I mean, I have used so many different types of fasteners in my life, and never have I cursed and swore at so much as I did when I'm using metric. The Krone baler, all of the nuts and bolts, they either have nylock nuts or they've got the blue Loctite that is sprayed onto the bolt, because Krone knows that metric is shit, but they're from Germany, so they have to use it, and they have to Loctite it. That's the only reason that they stay together. But Kuhn, I have a Kuhn Tedder. The Kuhn Tedder is a freaking nightmare. It's a nightmare. You need no, I don't need Nordlock. I need standard, American standard, because then I don't need Loctite, Nordlock, Nylock, or Crimplock. I don't need any of that, because standard really doesn't do the stupid shit that metric does. So anyways, now I've had enough of the metric rant. I know that we are a small faction of the world that uses the standard size bolts and nuts and shit like that. You know, like 9/16, 3/4, 1 inch. Carl loves metric. I think I would throw all my metric wrenches away and never use it again. Weld-ton nuts? Yeah. Right, weld-on nuts. Agreed. That's the only way you, and believe me, I have welded more metric nuts than I ever have a standard on that stinking, miserable Krone. Or Kuhn, not Krone, Kuhn. So yeah, there you go. I think I take a metric block. Oh shit, could you post that again? I miss it. We say the same thing about nuts from the US. Well, I'm a nut in the US, and I think that everywhere else in the world is just plain nuts. But that's not true. The only problem with you guys in Europe and the other places of the world that use metric is you just don't have the standard wrenches. So when something comes across that has standard nuts and bolts on it, or standard fasteners, I should use that, you don't have the tools to take it off. So you got to use the knuckle buster spanners, I guess you want to call them, or adjustables. My brother-in-law, he always called them fit-em-all. They fit them all. So, but whatever. Come on, dipshit. Speed up. So anyway, with that being said, this corn planter, I'm shopping. That's all there is to it. I'm shopping. I had a line on one in Minnesota. I'm not going that far. I'm going to keep it really local to the farm, and I'm not going to spend much money because I just, quite honestly, I'm not I don't have the money to spend. That's just the long and the short of it. And I'll tell you that flat out. I don't have the money to spend because, to be honest with you, I got $200,000 worth of hay still out in the field. $200,000. It's hard to recover from that. So, but it is what it is. And I'll be okay. I will be okay. Should have said anything. Yeah, no, that's fine. You can say whatever you want. My Ford is full of metric stuff because they ship them all over the place. I think I'm just going to start driving my 41 Ford pickup around. That'll work. It's a kick in the nuts. But anyway, so the rebuild series on that John Deere corn planter, I'm partial to John Deere. I've got a lot of John Deere corn planter parts, and that's why I want the 7000 series, because I have a 7000 and I can take my 4-row 7000 corn planter and just part the son of a bitch out and use it on a 6-row. So I've got 2/3 of the parts already. And my precision meters, I'll rebuild them or just replace. I'll probably just rebuild them. I need new Keaton seed firmers and all the other happy horse shit that goes along with it. Oh yeah, the 41 Ford. I think what I'm gonna do with that truck is actually change the rear end in it. I'll change the rear end in it to a higher speed rear end so that I can actually get to where I'm going faster. And it'd be okay. At least be able to drive at 60 miles an hour, you know, I can deal with that. And it would be cool as hell to do it. I was thinking about shortening it up a little bit and actually putting a bed on it, but I don't know. I am not. The 4-row corn planter, 4-row wide, I need to get 200 acres of corn in the ground fairly quickly. And, you know, this will cut my plant time down by about, I wouldn't say half, but it may cut it down by half. Less trips across the field, you know, same ground speed, but, you know, more going in the ground. Yeah. Who was that? Looking for Fords? Lynn's Studio. I'm looking for Fords? Well, I have 3. I have 3 old Fords, yeah. That was good. Anyway, I'm back at the farm here now, and I got to get some shit done, so I guess I have to say, hire Timmy Cornpicker. Timmy Cornpicker's got more irons in the fire than he cares to have, and I don't need to hire him because, you know, he's got enough work to do himself. He's looking for friends. What kind of friends? Why would you want friends? Friends are a pain in the ass. Yeah, right? I could plant corn with a 50-20, but I usually plant with the 4450 because that's where I have my GPS. And well, now you're talking a whole different type of fastener. You're talking number fasteners, not actual size. So yes, when you get into the numbered fasteners, the number 10s and that, yeah, okay, you got me. But where did they get that horse shit from? And besides, I don't care because I don't use those. Have you ever seen a number 10 fastener used on a tractor? Not me. I never planted with the 4960. I'm not buying you a new corn planter. But, yeah, well, here was the other thing I was going to talk about with corn planters and corn planter technology. You know, my friend and neighbor up the road here, he was talking about he was looking at a magazine, and they said to replace row units on your corn planter. Don't buy a new $300,000, $350,000 corn planter. We can retool your existing toolbar with brand new row units with all the latest technologies and get you in the field for $120,000. Well, there you go. And that's the smartest way to go. Or just rebuild your corn planter with parts. But everybody's got to have a shtick. But a lot of guys, the big guys out west that are running 64 row units or 32 row units or whatever the hell they're running, they run them for a couple of years and then turn them in, and they're pretty well worn out because they just want the latest and the greatest. The seed delivery into the soil has not changed much in the last 45 years. It's still finger pickups. John Deere still, even in their air seeders, they still run that seed into those little cups that have the finger pickups in them. I'm sure there's bean cups and wheat cups that go in there also. That don't work if your toolbar is broken after 10 years. Slow the fuck down. You won't break your toolbar. That's just the long and the short of it. Slow down. You won't break your toolbar. I highly doubt that your toolbar is going to break unless you hit something. And those parts on the hinges and stuff on those toolbars, and besides, buy a John Deere planter because they use thicker tube steel on their toolbars than they do other companies do. And that's a cold hard fact. I think Kinsey actually is a little heavier than Deere yet. But yeah, I was looking at a Kinsey toolbar, but I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. Yeah, no, I'm not hiring. Vacuum plates. Well, some of them are vacuum plates, yes. But some of the older ones, I don't know if they're still doing it, but they still use the finger pickups for the corn. They run the seed from the big vacuum tank and they send it to the little seed thing, where the corn just kind of fills in there, and then it goes into the finger pickup or the plates. I think you can still use plates. But yeah, the delivery into the soil hasn't changed enough or to warrant me going out. And for corn, come on, give me a fucking break. $4, it's still $4 corn. I mean, you could go out and buy two 6-row corn planters. Yeah, you're going to have to hire a guy and put it on another tractor. It'll need a smaller tractor. But two old 6-row corn head planters that you can refurbish for very little money and go out and still get that seed in the ground in a timely fashion. But, there's a lot of guys out there that they see that new green paint and we got this, the new bent finger over the old, curvy one, or this one has the new knockoff bumps in to get it to go, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, York Farm Show, they're at $18,000. Yeah, right? $18,000 for that 4-row corn planter. What the fuck? For $4 corn? Go buy, you can buy a 4-row corn planter right now that needs to be rebuilt. You have new bushings in the row units, and new coulters, new openers, new seed tubes, and you're good to go. You can do that for under $3,000, for under $2,000 for a 4-row, and under $3,000 for a 6. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, the 4010 fires right up and runs. I just never finished it. No, I have precision meters in my 4-row, and I would like to I'm going to take them apart and see what kind of worn parts are in there. They're Kevlar inside there. They're really tough. So, yeah, you can rebuild a rusty old 7000 and have literally a brand new machine on a rusty frame. Who gives a fuck? As long as the corn is spaced at like 5 1/4 inches, you're good, I mean, no skips, no doubles, and it's spaced really nice. So you can take the biggest hunk of shit on the planet, put new precision meters, new coulters, new openers, new closing wheels, and new seed firmers, and bam, you're putting seed in the ground for a hell of a lot less than 18 grand. So that's what I'm going to do. And this is the end of this edition of Ag Talking Raw, because I have to get my Ag Talking ass out of this seat. I got things to do. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I know Gobble My Balls does not want me to succeed on this channel, so they never count the people that subscribe. I have I watch the analytics. It says I'm gaining like $200 to 400 subscribers a month, but the number never changes. Go figure that one out. Up yours, gobble my balls. So anyway, with that being said, thanks for watching. Hope you tune in again the next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.